Good day everyone, I am Anthony Salika, a first-year hospitality management student, and today we are going to talk about environmental ethics. But before we proceed on our discussion about environmental ethics, we will first define ethics. So we are going to discuss the main reasons why we are dealing with environmental issues up until now. So what is ethics, by the way? So do you have any idea or what comes in your mind when you heard the word ethic or ethics? So ethics is a moral principles that govern a person's behavior or the conducting of an activity, and also the branch of knowledge that deals with moral principles according to Oxford Dictionary. So that is ethics. Ethics is the foundation of our attitude and behavior towards everything around us. It is how we react from different areas in our lives that affect our personal growth and maturity, which only means that ethics is not just a societal standard but a discipline that we must carry or portray every day. So I hope we realized what is the essence of ethic, having ethic, applying ethic in our lives. Now we will focus on what is environmental ethics. So if we have ethics, now we have different or more different types of ethics. But what we are talking about here, or what we are focusing on, is environmental ethics. So we are going to define what is environmental ethics. Environmental ethics are the ways we interpret environmental issues or our decisions about what we should or should not do with the natural resources. So it is our approach or behavior towards the natural resources, our environment to be specific, or everything that surrounds us, which is limited nowadays. I am talking about the environment that have limited resources here. This is what I am referring to. This is what I am pointing out. In an environment that is slowly vanishing, an environment that gives us so much, yet we humans abuse the abundance and never treat that environment as important as it is. We forgot to bring credit, give credit to the environment. We just used it, took advantage, and benefit from it without giving back the favor or giving back the benefits that we had from the environment. So how we behave defines who we are. Do you agree? Humanity suffers from environmental issues even if we have environmental ethics. Why? The big question here is, are we able to demonstrate good ethics towards environment? Or are we able to demonstrate good ethic towards the environment? So it's for you to answer that question. So you can only answer that question. So now let's proceed to how important environmental ethic is. Is it really important? Yes, of course. It is important because it became an important part in preserving and protecting the environment from possible risk and extinction. So this is the role of environmental ethics. It is the basis of human behavior towards the environment or nature. And a person must have proper etiquette to fulfill his or her duty as part of the community. Another question is, are we performing our duty as part of the community? So let's reflect and evaluate ourselves if we are doing so or we are not. So these are the reasons why environmental ethics is important. Those three are the main reasons why it is important. The environment can stand on its own, even without humanity, since they only need light, water, and minerals that we human cannot produce. So they produce that. The source of water and minerals, nutrients, is and other elements is from nature, from the environment, which we cannot produce. We cannot make those things. Only the environment can. We're just taking advantage of it. So we can never surpass nature, and that's the fact. Yes, we are dependent and can benefit from nature, but we are abusing it at the same time, which is not the right thing to do. So I know that most of us now realize how important environment is, since we are experiencing so many things and suffering from environmental issues that is very hard to address. So why do we still have environmental issues despite of the fact that we humans have environmental ethics? So the reason why we are experiencing environmental issues is because of human activities or behavior towards the environment, such as industrialization, modernization, and over-tourism, causing countless environmental problems that we are dealing up until now. But are you aware that this is not really the problem? So environmental issues is not really the problem. So environmental issues are the effect of the problem that people did not realize. Leaders, both public and private organizations and youth movements or other agendas exist, but still it's not enough to address these issues, environmental issues. So how do we address these issues? Do you have any idea about addressing, ending these issues, ending this suffering? The truth is, we cannot address environmental issues and even end them because people are used to make temporary action to just lessen the impact of environmental problems. And the thing is, this is not the problem. These are the results or effects of the problem. Then what is the problem here? Or is it the right question for you to ask? Which is no. Because the exact question would be, who is the problem here? So I know that you might know who is the problem here. It is humanity. Humanity is the problem. We are the problem here. And we cannot deny it whether we believe it or not. That is the fact. We cause pollution, calamities, and extinction to the environment. We are killing the environment. We are hurting the environment. We are destroying nature. We are the reason why we suffer from these environmental issues. So I hope that we realize what we did on Mother Earth. The Earth is a beautiful place we can claim, but it's not ours to abuse. Remember that. It's not too late to start practicing and portraying ethics. So you can start now. Anytime now. Don't wait tomorrow because it will be too late. So start now. Knowing these things will direct us to behave accordingly and lead us to act like a human. So we should act like a human. We're not an insect. We're not an animal. We're human. We are capable of thinking and doing things that other organisms can do. So what do we need to do? First thing is we need to change our ways. We need to change our ways because our ways that is killing the environment and making us suffer from these effects. We have to reflect and lead ourselves towards change. It takes time and practice to master good ethics, and it's not too late to start. That's what I'm telling you. Let's change our perspectives and value nature. Next is live with ethics. So ethics or ethic is just a word that we need to define through our actions. We need to define it not by word but through our action. how we react, how we behave towards the environment, and must be part of our life. So ethic must be part of our life. It should be part of our routine. So we should always remember our ethics or ethic. We are capable of understanding and adapting, so it's not hard for us to adapt because we must use this trait to create and live a life that is full of hope and harmony. So imagine that you are living in a place surrounded by a beautiful greenery, beautiful ambience, beautiful view. So participate. Be part of the community since we are part of the environment. We must be part of the community. There is a saying that says, don't try to be a dog because you are more than that. You are human. We are human. We are capable of thinking, adapting, and solving situations that we cause. So that's reality. Be careful with your decisions and choices in life because you will reap it in the end. It is the consequences of our choices, so be wise. We must be wise. Choose what is good for you, for everyone around you, and for the land you're stepping to. So we should always remember and consider those factors in able to cooperate or participate in the community. Be an advocate, which is the last point that I am going to share. Our action speaks louder than our words. Be the person that you want because you will benefit from it in time. Do not doubt yourself. Don't ever question your capability. Be an advocate of change. So even when other people will tell you that you're not capable of doing that, you're not capable of doing this, there's no use of doing that, there's no use of doing this, do not stop. Do not be discouraged because they do not define you. Do not let society define you as a human being since we are not defined by it. We are defined as human by nature, so we must preserve and protect our natural resources to sustain for the future generations. So I will leave you a quote that says that don't wait for change, be the change. So that's it. Those are the things that we should do as part of the environment. So start now. Don't wait for change. Be the change. Thank you very much.